Plasmacaster. He wasn't even missing Plasmacaster shots. Of course, you don't have to worry about that here on Fathom, and we'll see how this one plays out as we're getting ready to jump into the game here. We're starting this one off with Stellar, the guy most likely to die in a 49-49 here for Team Liquid.
Yeah, because he's going to challenge everything. Let's see if he's going to challenge here to start. Snakebite going to draw the first kill of the game onto Sub-Zero. Eco going to find one on the Frosty, so advantage over to OpTic Gaming to start this one. Stellar going to have to find where these players are located and who got the railgun to start. Looks like Snakebite for OpTic Gaming. Royal 2 caught out no shields. Nice teamwork coming in from Liquid, pushing in over towards the OpTic Gaming silo, but you can tell OpTic Gaming, they are fully aware of where these players are coming from. Nice prediction, Nate, there by Stellar, but Frosty had the advantage and he pressed it hard.
Yeah, it was a great job by Frosty getting those kills there. It's going to be 2 down for Liquid. Still numbers advantage here over to OpTic Gaming. Liquid is on the back foot, not being able to grab the camo or the railgun to open up this one.
Yeah, and now Sub-Zero is stuck inside of his engine. And Stellar picks up a kill onto Royal 2. That's twice Royal 2's dropped back to back, but we haven't seen Snakebite poke out yet, and the camo player was the furthest to advance on the map. So now a 2-on-2 situation here that they didn't want to be in if you are OpTic, but they are going to get a couple of slays and now pushing over towards the elbow. It's so important for them to clear out Sub-Zero while maintaining a majority of their shields. It looks like OpTic's just going to reset over here, go for another round of slays. Great shots coming in, perfect shots from Frosty. Now we're going to switch on over to Ace and see if this defense from Liquid can stand the onslaught coming in from the OpTic Gaming top center force.
Yeah, Ace is having to back down as these players are on elbow and top center. It's going to be another battle here. Misses the first shot. DJ or Snakebite's going to have an advantage here. Nice grenades coming in from Stellar. Good teamwork overall, but still on the defensive end here, not being able to get out of their base.
Yeah, not at all. Every time you switch on over to someone from Liquid, they're just going to drop. So let's see what OpTic Gaming's doing. They're just constantly slaying over and over again. But this is good for Liquid if they can just get out of the base and not give up a capture here, because they are heavily being destroyed in the kills and deaths department. They can't afford to do this while the railgun and the camouflage is coming up, which is happening in the next couple of seconds over here. That's why Snakebite is adding some pressure over towards that elbow. 2-on-2 situation here, and Frosty is on top of that railgun as expected once OpTic Gaming has control.
They got to get up and contest this camo. It's going to be up any second here. Stellar blocks one shot, barely takes Frosty, no shields, but nobody is there to clean up the kill with 2 members of Team Liquid down already. And we'll try to keep an eye on where that camo went here, but with Frosty still with his railgun, it's got to be scary for Team Liquid. They just really haven't been able to get any sort of control.
Not at all, but again, it's not worst case scenario for these guys because they haven't given up any flag captures yet. They've always played some solid defense and have at least taken the guy down to no shields that has gotten the kill on the first player. That's Frosty with 1 kill, maybe looking for 2, even a triple kill if he was able to kill that guy that he did take weak. There's the kill right there onto Sub-Zero, weakening numerous players inside of the OpTic Gaming base too. Lethal, nice little thrust right there, grab the railgun off Frosty's dead body. Can he push on the players over towards the engine is the big question. Sub-Zero is going to drop again, pushing over towards that treehouse, but OpTic Gaming constantly holding this. But again, OpTic Gaming, they need to get a flag for all of this, and they still haven't got anything past the 50-yard line, Kyle.
Yeah, and you can see Lethal gets backed out of Treehouse here, but it's still going to be contesting. You see all those player outlines there. 3 members from OpTic Gaming have rotated over to try and keep control here. And Team Liquid, as soon as they push out of their base, they're just instantly getting double teamed. There's some great shots by individual performances from OpTic Gaming here. Just Liquid can't do anything.
Yeah, not at all. Now the flagpole coming in. Snakebite going to pull this one. Probably just going to toss it out and continue to slay. That's exactly the decision here because he has 2 players weak on over towards the engine side. Looks like Ace and Eco going to drop here in a matter of seconds. That's a big kill from Stellar onto Lethal. Should open up the map just a little bit for Team Liquid, and that's a success for Team Liquid. After all of that, still being outslayed the entire time, now even getting a flagpole because of that kill that Stellar got onto Lethal. And this is what OpTic Gaming does sometimes. A little bit of their weakness is they overslay and then they don't push in for that flag. Sometimes Royal 2 so concerned about getting that railgun, so concerned about maintaining control top center and valuing their lives. And look at this, it doesn't matter because it's not a Slayer, it's a CTF.
Yeah, I mean, kills don't necessarily mean you're going to win the game. You saw Carbon do that way back in the day where they would beat Final Boss with less slays overall in a CTF or an objective game type there. And sure enough, that's what we're seeing a little bit here from Team Liquid. It doesn't matter if you're being killed the entire time. If you get one opening and you capitalize on that, you can get a flag cap and take the lead.
Yeah, exactly. And Royal 2 now has the railgun, but OpTic Gaming is going to have to think, are we playing this the right way right now? Because we've dominated a majority of this game, but we're still down on the score clock here, or in the score. So you can see 7 minutes left halfway through, and now they're getting a flag, but it has been countered by Liquid again. They have camo, they have railgun, but Eco's the last guy alive, flanks around towards the elbow. No one's watching the overextension. And now the map gets split, so if Liquid's able to even get a cap off this, that's going to be great for them and their confidence that they can hang with these guys and they're playing it the right way. So there's a nice railgun onto Royal 2, but this is up to him to do something big, and now there's only one guy alive. It's Snakebite there getting the pull.
Stellar
Huge
just got an
overkill from Stellar, and they do get the touch, though, coming in from OpTic Gaming. So fantastic overkill from Stellar, but OpTic Gaming there to answer because of the amount of pressure that they were adding throughout this game, finally opening up something for them.
Yeah, you got to make sure you can always get in the base, get those touches. Their OpTic Gaming is coming off respawn in their base with no one blocking it. And even though Stellar got an overkill, it took too long. And with that flag being rotated or tossed into the base there, we are looking at this one all tied up. But this has turned out to be another epic series, Tom. Whether or not Liquid will be able to put up more of a fight than Splice, we'll still wait to find out.
Well, Liquid's kind of put up a pretty solid fight overall, just in terms of working what's being given to them. I mean, they're setting up and getting trades when they're playing defense. They're not able to get any control yet, so I'd be curious to see what happens when, say, you know, Sub-Zero gets the camo and the railgun, or any one of these players gets any type of momentum going. But OpTic Gaming, they have control right now. Another counter pull coming in. That seems to be what Liquid's strategy is to allow these guys to get top center, but constantly overextend into the enemy treehouse, and also try to get that counter pull on the flag. It's working out for them so far as Stellar is able to get that kill. Can they get the return, though? So hard when Snakebite has that railgun. So Frosty going to come over there, get the return. OpTic Gaming now going to reset. Both flags end up getting returned overall, and this is back and forth for both of these teams.
And Stellar is having a phenomenal game, Tom. 17 kills already. Snakebite, on the other hand, he's got 19, so also with the slaying out of OpTic Gaming here. But Stellar has already had an overkill, and then he just had a triple kill again on that last return.
Yeah, look at the way he's shooting, even challenging Frosty right there. Frosty felt a little bit scared, but still going to challenge that overall. Now Sub-Zero is going to come in and clean that one up. So a 2-on-3 situation as another flag pull coming in for Eco. So that's numerous flags getting pulled by Eco. I believe that's 3 overall for him. And that seems to be the strategy coming in for Liquid. If they can find a little bit of an opening at all to get into the base, they're going to take it from OpTic Gaming. OpTic Gaming so concerned about getting top center. And now we finally see some control going on over to Team Liquid. That's going to be 3 dead, possibly 4 if Stellar could get that kill. Not able to, still weakens that player. And look at this, now OpTic Gaming on the ropes. This flag is being ran the right way on over towards the pit, making its way over towards the porch, and that's going to be a flag cap for Team Liquid.
Wow, and this is just an epic series. Both teams are so objectively efficient. It's just kind of amazing that you've seen Liquid be able to get 2 flag caps when they've been on the back foot the entire time.
Yeah, this is one of those matchup plays, and it could be just a game type thing. Maybe OpTic's going to be a little upset with them being up in the kills and deaths department, but still being down because of these little sneaky flag pulls coming in. It's really important for OpTic to be on top of these spawns and make sure that they're in control of their own treehouse. A lot of times you want to control the enemy treehouse. That allows you to get top center and control the flow of the game, but Liquid just playing it so perfectly so far based on what's being given them from OpTic Gaming.
Yeah, and we'll see what Lethal's able to do. He's got no help front of that base area. Player top center, but not going to be able to do much. That was Royal 2, however, just escaping with the camo in that situation. So we'll see if he's going to be able to put that to use here. As you can see, Railgun is in Eco's hands.
Yeah, Eco with the railgun.
Oh, and that's Ace killing Royal 2, who had the camo.
Yeah, that's a big kill right there. Now Eco can try to do something with this railgun now that he stayed alive. Flag is going to be pulled, though, so they did find the carrier. That's going to be a return, pretty easy return there for Liquid. But a nice thrust there from Frosty. I don't think he realized that he was even being scouted by Eco that entire time. Multiple players inside of the base right now, but railgun, perfect shot there from Eco. Eco also, remember that he was the one that was really clutching it up yesterday, especially towards the end of that Empire Strongholds. And then I believe it was him and Ace dropping some serious stats in that Eden Slayer game 5.
All right, several members here of OpTic Gaming sitting in treehouse and top center. It's going to be a 1-for-1 trade here so far as Royal 2's forced to drop out of the window. Ace gets killed by, I think might have been his own nade. He tried to nade up towards the sneaky ledge of treehouse there, so we'll see if he comes off spawn what he's able to do here. Royal 2 still locking down top center now with Lethal, and you can just see it's constantly Liquid in their base, but every time they've gotten any sort of control, I think they're two for 3 on flag captures.
Yeah, Liquid has only 2.5 minutes, too, to win this game. And they're on the verge of potentially getting a flag pull here. Really nice nade coming in from Ace, blocking players, trying to make their way out towards the elbow. Then he flanks around the corner. Gotta watch out, though, for that team nade. And then they do choke the engine spawn, so it's up to Snakebite to kill the flag guy here. You also have Frosty there in the side of the pit. This is all Liquid right now. They have the numbers, and they have the flag past the halfway mark. Lethal trying to desperately chuck a couple of grenades. Royal 2 finds one into Eco, but that's not the flag carrier. Liquid gonna take game 1, 3-1.
Liquid coming out strong. I was reading some of the forums. You know, you can't count these guys up, and matchups mean so much as well. And Liquid clearly with a plan here coming into this series, and that was just extremely well executed. I can't even wait to see how the Slays worked out in that game and see who really stood out.
Yeah, let's take a look at the stats really quick, because this is a phenomenal game from Stellar, the guy most likely to challenge in a 49-49 situation, and also the guy most likely to get an overkill in game number 1 against OpTic. Lethal sitting at 13-17, 18-21 overall, 18-12 for Royal 2, but to me, it does look like the Slays ended up coming right on back in the favor of Liquid, if not even overall. So a great job fighting through that onslaught at the beginning of the game. OpTic Gaming, they had control for, I would say, the first 6 or 7 minutes, and Liquid still was able to get that one flag capture. And because of them being able to weather that storm throughout that entire time when OpTic Gaming was coming out hot, they were rewarded by able to keep that close, and not even keep it close, 3-1, so not even a 3-2 scenario.
So keep this in mind as well. So I think it is OpTic outslayed Liquid by 1 kill in this game type, but the one flag capture that they even had was after Stellar got an overkill, and majority of the times if your teammate gets an overkill, you're probably going to work and have a good chance of getting a flag return there. So even if it didn't work out in that scenario, 3-1, being outslayed, just constantly on your back foot the entire beginning of the game, but still win in 3-1. That's crazy.
Well, I look at these deaths from Liquid, 16, 19, 17, and 19, okay? Pretty evenly spread, right? Then you look at OpTic, 17 for Lethal, 18 for Snakebite, 21 deaths for Frosty, and then 12 for Royal 2. So Royal 2 only dying 12 times in a 10-minute game. He's almost averaging a death a minute, right? A little bit, you know, off on that because of the fact that obviously it was only a 10-minute game. But here's the thing. He needs to be a little bit more aggressive towards the objective if the only cap that they get was when the other team got an overkill. So that's definitely concerning for OpTic Gaming right now. They're going to have to address this and play a little bit more aggressive on the objective, because if you go into a strongholds game too and you're constantly outslaying them, you can't allow the other team to still be up. That's just unacceptable. So for it to happen even in a CTF game, it's hard to swallow for these guys right now. Again, Team Liquid came back and brought it back in the Slays, and they even had that really nice flag capture at the end, which they had complete control. But they're kind of being exposed right now on what their weaknesses are. But, I don't want to get too far ahead of myself. It is just game 1. It's just really surprising to see them play so phenomenal yesterday, and then Liquid kind of steal that game away from them. Even though that they, didn't get outslayed as much as we would have thought of, I really feel like OpTic Gaming had control for a majority of that game.
But the real story there was the assist. The most assists for OpTic was 14, the most for Liquid was 20, and the least was 10. So they just clearly had way more teamwork in that first game. So many extra double teams and shots, damage coming down from your teammates to secure some of those one-on-one wins.
Yeah, we'll see if that's a little bit of a wake-up call for OpTic Gaming. Playing from the red side from Rig, they get caught out right there on the platform. That's going to be possibly the camo going on over to Liquid, but Sub-Zero for some reason can't shoot that one down. Looks like they are able to grab that. Stellar going to pick it up. Frosty going to chase him. Can he get the kill though? Snakebite going to come off the spawn and help. Nice clamor from Frosty to stay alive, thrusting away from danger as well. We're all tied up. Snakebite getting sniper rifle over here. Looks like OpTic Gaming going to have a little bit of an advantage to start this one based on their setup over here on the bunker side. But no, that gets taken away from Snakebite, going right on over to Ace. Then Frosty gets rewarded as well. Thought that there was a player behind him, but that player does get taken out, and now they can set up for OpTic Gaming.
Yeah, not as great of a start as Liquid might have wanted there. They had a good opening strategy and idea there to try to get the camo, secured themselves a kill to open up, but ultimately just too good a place from OpTic Gaming and staying alive to secure this sniper rifle.
Wow. Perfect plays coming in from Frosty. I'm really glad that we were able to watch a majority of that spree there. Grenade coming in right there, but Ace completely ate that no-scope right in the face. That was a perfect move from Frosty to make his way inside of the trenches there, almost catching Stellar out too. So now you can see from the player outlines, Liquid wants to make their play on over towards the pipe side and focus Lethal, but they do have numerous players over there. That's going to be Royal 2 working with Lethal. Frosty's watching that with the sniper rifle as well. Nice pick on there from Eco onto Snakebite. That's a nice snipe though coming in from Frosty. Can he continue to land more damage? He does right there onto Ace, but you can see from the player outlines as well, someone coming down below and then from the side. So 3 players distracting right there to get the sniper rifle in their hands. Great job breaking that setup.
Yeah, they got a guy over, or he gets taken out. 2 players now bottom BR. They got to make sure they can get these kills here. Stellar cleans up 1. The other one's outside, gets taken out. That's 3 dead for OpTic, and a lead change we're seeing, and sniper rifle control.
Yeah, and 1 kill lead here with Camo coming up. This is a great place to be in if Sub-Zero can continue to get picks. Aggression coming in with the battle rifle and the DMR combo from Liquid. They ought to be aware of the camo right now. Stellar's not in a great position. He does have to get that cleanup, but he has to be aware from players coming around the corner, not able to land that stick. And now Ace is in perfect position to get this camo if he wants it.
Looks like he will push over for that. They have the time on it. He gets taken no shields. Teammates trying to keep him alive. Looks like he will be able to escape with this. So 17-14, the biggest lead we're seeing now for Liquid with Sniper still in their hands.
Ace coming around the corner right here. Great flank. Hits the assassination right there. Taking some damage from the side. Is going to have to live. Even baits out a player right there. Getting the distraction medal. Frosty trying to kill that camo player desperately, but what a job by Ace now, rewarded with the sniper rifle. For him to thrust out into the maze area and to escape through the cuts, it's fantastic use of the map around him. And 2 kills going on over to Liquid, potentially 3, make that 4 if they can find Snakebite with that scatter shot. He does take out Stellar, but this is great for Liquid right now. 6-kill lead when they have been playing against an OpTic gaming team that is undefeated in this Pro League so far, while a player that they just picked up maybe about 2 weeks ago.
And Ace is not able to connect on any of those shots. He might have to send this one off the map, or that's what he probably should have done.
Definitely.
No, actually, the teammates came off spawn on car. They might have some actual time to get this one back. Big battles happening over towards Nest. As you can see, Snakebite trying to hide behind a wall, no shields. Big battles happening over here towards Carbine side. Sub-Zero will get taken out. Just great overall work here from OpTic Gaming to collapse on that. The real question is do they know Sniper's still down?
He looked for it, he checked to see if it was there, but it doesn't look like it. And Royal 2 is going to grab the scatter shot, Lethal's going to grab the sniper rifle now. So weapons going on over to OpTic Gaming. Great opportunity for them to make a comeback. First kill in a 4-on-4 scenario though, going on over to Liquid now. That's going to open up the map for Sub-Zero and friends. He grabs the scatter shot too. Doesn't see the player on his radar though, and the call out's a little bit too late coming in from Ace. Ground pound not going to land for Snakebite. Distraction middle coming in from Sub-Zero. And now a great opportunity to push right here. If you're Team Liquid, you got to push with Sub-Zero over towards this pipes area and send another guy over towards that snipe in Whitehall area. So Stellar aware of that. You have another player towards the top tower, and a spawner going to come up soon. So they need to get someone over towards that platform in Whitehall area if they want to make a successful push.
We'll see what Sub-Zero is able to do here. They're getting the call outs. There's some players in the weak. Camo is up. Oh, what is happening? He did get the burn though, so at least that happened here. Some sign of hope here. It looks like Ace has also found himself a sniper rifle. We'll see if he's going to be able to put this to use a little bit better than the last one. Ooh, and you can see on that desk screen there, Stellar had a perfect to pick up that kill down there in the trenches.
Now Ace has 2 shots left in this one. Let's see what he can do with it. Still a little bit of a lead. Not as much as they once had, but 4 kills, still something to work with, especially if they can rotate the spawns here. Nice grenade coming in from Ace, not going to land, but still forces Snakebite down into Stellar's grenade. Nice trading kills there coming in from both the teams. Lands the headshot. Those are the type of headshots you have to land. And also sees that a player on his team is already blocking the bunker area, so he's going to continue to add more pressure onto Royal 2 here. Royal 2 doing a nice job staying alive as long as possible. Possibly now rotating on over towards the bunker side is OpTic. With 1 shot left in the sniper rifle, the spawns have been flipped right now, but advantage heavily in Liquid's favor.
Yeah, we'll see if Ace decides to push up here. He's got his teammates all in front of him there, trying to contest some of the tower side here. Looks like Penguin's going to get taken out. Ace misses the last shot in the sniper rifle, but that kill will be cleaned up.
You can see, I believe that is Frosty sitting in that popular spot where he just watches the bunker spawns over and over again. But unfortunately for him, Liquid does not pop up over that area. Now Ace is doing whatever he can to stay alive. Gonna try to ground pound, and he does ground pound successfully right into the trenches, trying to land onto that little lip area. and 5 kills with Liquid to work with here. Camo coming up here in about 40, or at about the 40 mark. That's a big kill for Ace because now he can lock down this area. That sniper just dropped right in front of him. It did. He's trying to find the ammo. Maybe it went into the trenches if he wants to find it, but that would be a big break for OpTic Gaming if he can't, and now he was distracted, not able to look for the camouflage too. So this is OpTic Gaming's opportunity. They need to get numbers, but what a grenade coming in for him. Sub-Zero taking down Lethal as well, Kyle. Looks like OpTic Gaming is a little bit on the ropes here.
Yeah, but just as we say that, Royal 2 gets a double kill here. So this is going to be an opportunity for OpTic to try to get something going. They're by no means out of this game yet.
Oh, big kill right there.
Able to get the kill on the camo guy. Snakebite going too clutch there, and only down by 4 kills. This one is far from over.
That was a huge kill and a huge missed opportunity, but Sub-Zero just takes out Snakebite, who was the camo guy, and Stellar gets a beat down onto Lethal. So Ace's teammates really picking him up right there. That was a big missed 1v1 opportunity, but it doesn't matter as 7 kills now is the lead for Team Liquid. Only 4 more kills to go until they hit that 50 mark and go up in this series 2-0. We have seen OpTic Gaming pull off a reverse sweep so far, but we have not seen Team Liquid look this good against OpTic in quite some time so far. 49, and that's the last kill right there on Snakebite if they want it. Kyle, what a game from Team Liquid.
This is not how I saw the series played out, especially from what we saw last night. It was like they were on another level, but keep in mind, Liquid not yet to lose with this new lineup, and it is coming, this change is really starting to pay off for them now, considering they're able to keep up with OpTic.
Last kill right there, easy one for Eco, as Snakebite's gonna ground pound right into death, trying to go for that 1 ground pound kill. Maybe a little bit of a risky move from Snakebite, but they had to make something happen right there to get some weapons in their favor, to get some sort of spree going on. And what a game from Liquid again. 10, 12, and 7 overall from Ace. So he didn't connect on that kill towards the end, but still helping with 22 kills overall and only 7 deaths.
Yeah, but I mean, Eco, Stellar, all these guys playing extremely well. Once again, just way more assists than we're seeing out of OpTic. I think a lot of the 1v1 battles that we're seeing are actually going in OpTic's favor. But Liquid is just trying their best not to give up any of those 1v1s. And sure enough, if they're able to get this many assists and take some of these games here, you shouldn't be winning a 2v1, and Liquid's making sure that doesn't happen.
Yeah, Lethal and Frosty both about -4 and -5 overall. Definitely the big difference maker in a Slayer, but you can't really look at the stats that much when you see that Liquid kind of outplayed OpTic Gaming just as a whole, as a team. So I'm curious to see, is this a game type of thing? Is OpTic Gaming coming out slow because this is the first game today? Or is Liquid just really determined? Did they do their homework, and are they focused to take down this OpTic Gaming team and give them their only loss in this Pro League?
Yeah, I mean, this is not something I thought I'd be looking at on the final day with an undefeated OpTic Gaming, that they're going to be looking at a deficit of 0-2 against this Team Liquid squad.
Very well, OpTic Gaming could be, no, I don't think they're playing possum. But I was going to say, maybe they're playing possum, going for the reverse sweep. I feel like that's something that Lethal would say in his interview at the end is, yeah, we just wanted to throw the first 2 to make it dramatic.
Right, yeah, but I mean, watching these guys play, Frosty is shooting so well. Like I pointed out a lot of the 1v1 advantages. Stellar, picking up overkills, grabbing triple kills. But every time I've seen him battle Frosty in a 1v1, I think Frosty's actually come out ahead here. So Stellar, everyone on Liquid shooting extremely well, but OpTic Gaming answering right back as far as the individual battles go. But when the other team has 10 more assists than you each and every game, you can just tell the teamwork's there.
And they also had more power weapon kills overall. It was only
6-4.
Yeah, it was only a two kill difference there, but
in favor
it matters.
Liquid, right?
It really matters, because if that was a 2 kill difference in favor of OpTic, subtract 2 kills from Liquid, add 2 kills for OpTic, it was a 6 kill game overall. Maybe you win 1 or 2 extra 1v1s, but now we move into Plaza Strongholds here. OpTic Gaming fighting from that red side. Wow, just lighting up Ego immediately to start this one. This is a potential game type where they could get back into it after it's all said and done and 3 games get played if the teams are still playing. Some team had to win 2-1 overall. Doesn't matter which games they necessarily are.
All right, we'll see how this plays out. Lethal gets collapsed on but stays alive. What a melee, and already putting points on the board within 30 seconds here. Another strong opening here for OpTic Gaming, but we saw the same thing in the last 2 games. It's whether or not they're going to keep up that momentum the whole time.
Nice job backing Eco down, almost getting a nasty reversal right there, but That's going to be 2 kills going on over to Liquid. Everyone really battling to try to get that nest area. Bottom middle is going to go on over to Liquid eventually. Then they're going to rotate on over to Nest, but it looks like Snakebite has captured that one. The reset coming on over from Liquid. This is going to be a collapse coming in from both sides from OpTic Gaming. Big 1v1 happening right now is Sub-Zero and Lethal. Sub-Zero going to win that one and stays alive. Even shows his positioning out for Royal 2, so Eco can come in with the double team. So just great teamwork overall from Team Liquid. Now they're going to have to answer to the OpTic Gaming team taking the nest over. Because of the fact that they do have bottom middle, they are going to take the yard overall and maybe just hold this poor man's setup. No pressure coming in from OpTic Gaming to try to get players out of that nest.
It is really nice having the shotgun bottom mid when you're trying to contest this.
Oh! We should leave it on his dead body just a little bit longer.
Just shake it. Do the shake head for Frosty.
I'll do it.
Yep,
I'll let that settle in just a little bit. Let's see if Sub-Zero can respond.
So Penguin maybe thought he got the kill, but either way, Frosty, what I say before this game started, it kind of looks like they're winning those individual 1v1s. Frosty's been shooting incredibly well. I've seen him win most of them. Sure enough, no shields. Absolutely should have died. Frosty comes out and wins the battle.
That's one of those things that could get OpTic Gaming fired up. Maybe Frosty screamed right there. You see he also killed Sub-Zero again off the spawn, so possibly sitting in the back of Sub-Zero's head, and that's not something that you want to do. That was pretty much a free kill right in front of him. And he also predicted the thrust coming in from Frosty predicted the thrust coming in from Sub-Zero, or maybe it was just a lucky thrust towards the side. Overall, that's a kill you got to get.
Yeah, and not only that, but I mean, just the swings that happened there. Had the shotgun, Camo was 30 seconds or so away from coming out, and sure enough, they lose bottom mid control. There's that same shotgun that he lost earlier there, and it gets put to use on Ace as well. So that is definitely a big mistake that could come back to bite Liquid.
Now the triple cap in effect for OpTic Gaming. They do stop the bleeding, put a band-aid over that by capturing bottom middle. But what's going to be the play after this? You can see Eco has multiple players in front of him. I think 3 or maybe the entire OpTic Gaming team is over towards the Nest side. So Ace is going to rotate after capturing Nest. Bottom middle being captured by OpTic Gaming. Both of these teams are on top of it right now.
Yeah, whether or not Liquid with 2 dead, they're going to have to wait for their teammates to spawn here. Not down by all that much, but they just really need to catch some footing here and get everyone alive. They're probably going to be pretty happy with these spawns here coming over towards Hotel and Cafe. Grabs a kill with the barrel. Great grenade here coming out from Sub-Zero. This is a good opportunity for them.
Yeah, it is, but looks like OpTic still in prime position, and they are laying down even more fire. The last 2 players are no shield, so this is going to be a triple cap here for OpTic Gaming if they want it, and they are going to take that one. Great shots coming in from Royal 2. And you know what, Kyle? A lot of that is based off that swing that happened with that shotgun kill, or lack of shotgun kill coming in from Sub-Zero.
Yeah, I mean, it's absolutely correct here. And you got Royal 2 now just sitting in one of his favorite spots, anchoring the positions, putting out a lot of damage here. That's a great kill by Stellar. You can see him. He's starting to capture bottom mid while 2 members of Liquid are over here towards yard area. So this could go in their favor pretty well. But just as I say that, Royal 2 pushes in, gets the double, gets the reset, and they are running away with this one.
Yeah, this is the OpTic Gaming that we were seeing on the rig yesterday against Splice, just constantly rotating, constantly slaying, being on top of the communication, pinpointing where players are, staying alive, using teamwork, baiting and switching. That's kind of what we've seen from Liquid a majority of this series, but now it looks like OpTic in prime position to continue to lay even more points on the board. Royal 2 going to have to stay alive, but look at that, Eco, through all of that, fighting 2 or 3 different players from multiple angles is going to get a kill in a 3-on-1 situation.
Yeah, and it does allow Eco to move all the way over to Nest, but just as I say that, Stellar gets shot by a nade and Eco had left, so they're going to try to start capturing this one again, but they need to make sure they get some kills in the process.
Ooh, that was a close reversal there for Ace. Royal 2 was on the ropes, took him down to no shields, and now it's going to be bottom middle going on over to Liquid, but OpTic can immediately drop down. They have multiple players down there. A player gets taken out over towards the truck. That was Frosty, but someone's going to drop in behind Royal 2, so just giving that up a little bit too easily for my taste was Liquid, but that's just OpTic Gaming doing what they do best, immediately taking what's given to them on the map and collapsing on opportunities.
Yeah, and now picking up another reset here, bottom mid, Royal 2 just over at that light rifle area, once again putting out that damage. He's got a player in front of him, that's Frosty, who picks up a kill. Royal 2 already with his shields back, and just such a good job backing down.
Gotta be scared here right now if you're Liquid, because you want to make this game a little bit closer. You don't want OpTic Gaming just to get back into their full mindset of being such a dominant team, because this game has been pretty much dominated from the same time that we saw yesterday. That's killing frenzy coming in from Royal 2. 3 dead, Stellar the last guy alive. That's potentially going to be a triple cap coming in because you know OpTic Gaming is going to be pressing on towards that nest, and that's exactly what they're doing. So Royal 2 just has to get these guys out with a couple of grenades. If he banks one off that back wall, he will be doing some serious damage. Instead, going to pre-grenade in front of him and then rotate on over towards that yard. If he adds pressure on this, that means that any type of pressure towards bottom middle for Liquid is nullified, and he can just capture this and add more points. So that is going to be game for OpTic if they do clear bottom middle. That's exactly what they do. Liquid going to have to drop in there immediately and send 2 players in there, but I don't think it's going to happen. OpTic Gaming is going to take this and possibly start the reverse sweep.
Yeah, we'll see if that comes into effect here. 100-25. OpTic Gaming showing signs of life, and that the first 2 games, you know, while maybe not a fluke, weren't necessarily OpTic Gaming playing at their full potential.
Yeah, not at all. Maybe starting to get fired up after that shotgun misplay from Sub-Zero. Frosty giving him the business there. And that was a big kill because Sub-Zero could have went on a nasty spree right there. And then you saw a triple cap come in. It didn't seem like Team Liquid was able to regain control maybe one time after that. But Liquid, you know, they have to resettle here, and it's going to be a CTF game. I think it's CTF Coliseum that's going to be coming up. Definitely something that they can brush off here and just tack that up to a couple of different misplays, and OpTic Gaming refusing to go down without a fight.
Yeah, and this is going to be an exciting one as well to see these 2 teams play on this game type, especially with the power weapons involved here and just how talented all 8 members are. You know, just thinking of the stats here, I mean, it was just heavily outslayed in OpTic's favor. Just everyone double digits here for OpTic, only Stellar hitting 10 kills.
Well, going back to the point that you were making from the first 2 games, is this is the first time that we've seen OpTic Gaming use more teamwork than Liquid, especially in the assists department when we're looking at the overall stats. They almost matched the amount of kills there with the assists. So, and they also doubled the amount of assists I think that Team Liquid had. So just a great performance and great teamwork overall from OpTic. This is what we were kind of expecting to see out of them from the gates, but this is now an exciting series because of the fact that they are playing back at that level, and Team Liquid now has to respond and answer to the call that is being, you know, brought to them right now. And this is a perfect game type to see that, all that explosion with the sniper rifle, with the rockets, you know, tons of teamwork coming in, tons of communication on Coliseum CTF. So if Team Liquid can win this game right here, even after seeing OpTic Gaming, you know, come back with that momentum, that's going to do a lot for their confidence. That's something that Envious wasn't able to do. Envious was up 2-0. They lost the next game, and then they lost the 2 after that, and now they're sitting in, what, 4th place overall.
Right, and that's kind of a similar story with Liquid when they played Envious. They were up 2-0, lost the 3rd game, and then closed it out in game number 4. So will they be able to do that again? We will find out here on Coliseum CTF. And Tom, who are you starting this one off with?
Well, let's see, whatever these guys give me when this one starts up. It looks like it's going to be Ace making his way on over towards the fountain side. Curious to see if Frosty's going to immediately try to grab the sniper rifle. Typically, he's the player for OpTic Gaming that makes his way over there. You can see Snakebite fighting on over towards the rocket side. Eco's going to drop to start this one. Royal 2 grabbing the first kill. Flag already being pulled from OpTic Gaming side. So we were talking about who's going to be doing the objective from OpTic Gaming, and it looks like they are already on top of it. And Lethal is going to be the man to do the dirty work. So great job by TJ.
Yeah, I mean, already getting a flag cap. That's a 30-second one. Shows you how important the beginning of these games are. OpTic Gaming didn't send anyone over to Snipe Tower initially, only doubled back after like the first 10 to 15 seconds, but at that point, Ace was caught by himself. There's a quick double team, and sure enough, Lethal already moving the flag across.
Yeah, what do you do right there if you're Ace? I mean, pretty much nothing. You can't answer when these guys play that so fast and so perfectly. So, you know, one of the biggest problems in CTF Fathom was overslaying. Well, they slayed as they were pushing into the base, and that's something that is so important. And even just creating opportunities where you get a player to flank around and then you get slays from the other side of the map, even then, you can still get a counter pull and create an opportunity to split the map. So I really like to see OpTic Gaming, you know, fix their problems right within the first 30 seconds of this game.
Yeah, they're off to another hot start, continuing off the momentum of the last game. You got Eco with the rockets there. This trade here comes out on the snipe side by Stellar and Snakebite here. Eco trying to push into the base, see what kind of pull he can get. 2 members were dead. Another one over here by Catwalk, but they come off spawn, and then he just gets melted.
He was not expecting that player to have the carbine on over towards the elbow. That was Royal 2 just posted up, waiting for that player to make his way on over towards the window. The only thing that he could have done a little bit differently is maybe try to toss that one out just a little bit further, but I don't think it was going to happen with the positioning that OpTic Gaming had overall. So there's the flag that Snakebite wants to go return, and he's going to go do that. Is he going to lose his life overall for it? Has 3 bullets left in that sniper rifle, so is going to try to stay alive as long as possible. 3 grenades getting trucked, only 1 going to connect. 3 players from Team Liquid still on that snipe side. You can see a player popping up on the radar. 2 kills going on over to OpTic. Make it 3 if Ace is going to drop over here. Yes, it's true. Sub-Zero now the last guy alive, and most likely going to be punished over towards this elbow side as well as the collapse is coming in from Lethal. But no, 2 kills going on over, and still a decent amount of his shields left.
Oh my, and he makes it out the window. Whether or not he's going to be able to stay alive is another story. There's some rockets there, though. The flag gets traded over to Ace. Lethal's going to spot him. They need to kill him. Wow. Ace stays alive. 2 dead. Numbers advantage, and he makes it all the way into the base, Tom. We are tied up again.
I cannot believe that Sub-Zero was still almost more than half shields. Oh my gosh, we just saw it. That was Frosty again onto Sub-Zero.
Yeah, Frosty is playing out of his mind. Royal 2 also extremely well. He's constantly in the right position to get some of these kills and just baits here onto Liquid, always behind the enemy team.
The run the flag right over Royal 2's head, and wow, there goes the beatdown coming in. Now Eco is going to desperately try to help his team by grabbing this sniper rifle. Probably going to rotate underneath the OpTic Gaming base. That would be the perfect player right here. Instead, just going to sit on over towards the grass. Rips 1 player's head. Now 1 guy alive. It's going to be Royal 2 giving him a haircut right there. And now Eco is going to watch that flag go in for OpTic Gaming, or for Team Liquid. So 2-1, and only 1 more capture before OpTic Gaming potentially loses their first match of, and only last match here in this pro league.
Now, Eco did just lose the sniper over at Red Sniper Ramp. Nobody from Liquid's grabbed that yet. I don't even know if they know that it's down here. We'll try to keep an eye on who's able to secure this one as we're looking at Stellar. No, he's not able to get the kill, but most likely they were able to spot that there on the ground.
So important right here for Snakebite to stay alive with this sniper rifle. That's going to be 2 kills going on over to OpTic. No one in position to grab the flag quite yet. It's going to be up to Snakebite to get in towards the cave and start sniping some players. That's a great start. 1 on to Stellar right there, but great job by Eco, taking him down to no shields for his teammate Sub-Zero to come in with the cleanup pressure from OpTic Gaming. All 4 dead for Liquid, but nobody in position to grab the flag quite yet. And now Lethal is caught out, no shields on over towards the cave. So this is a great opportunity for Liquid either to overextend and go down towards the elbow and do a counter pull, something that we saw Luminosity do against Straight Rippin the other day, and that was extremely successful here. But if Lethal does connect on his shots, that will leave them susceptible to be even double capped on. So there's the counter pull coming in. No one from OpTic able to pull this one, so if they are able to kill Lethal here, that's going to be huge.
2 guys in the cave, lots of action happening, and the death nade comes off. Stellar gets a double, Royal 2 gets a double. Flag carrier is no shields. Finally, they get to take him out. That was 3 dead. They're trying to focus on the return. Sub-Zero's no shields. The nade is a hair too late, and they get the return again.
Double return coming in from both teams, and it was so close to potentially being a cap for both of these guys. Perfect shots from Stellar right there onto Royal 2. Now Eco has a big flank. This is huge right now because the flag has been pulled from both teams, and it looks like advantages on over to Liquid right now. They do have map positioning, and they do have more players with their shields right now. Royal 2 is a little bit weak. You did see Frosty get pegged as well. Snakebite has the sniper rifle here, so they do have the weapons advantage, and there it is being put to use right there. Let's try to find exactly where Snakebite's sniping from.
He's over there. He just dropped down near Blue Maze. He's on the grass now. Flag is still out. Snipe tower absolutely locked down here by OpTic, but Sub-Zero has a decent bit of a flank. Looks like he may have just been called out. We'll see if he's able to get anything going here. Big battle, but we're watching Snakebite screen. You can see on the kill feed there, Frosty killed Sub-Zero, who was in the base. Snakebite with that sniper rifle just doing work here on Liquid.
So important to get this return. He hops on it. OpTic Gaming is going to be able to tie this game up 2-2. Frosty missing the jump onto the flag table. It doesn't matter. We are all knotted up here. OpTic trying to send this to a game number 5 after being down in this series 2-0. Can they do it?
This is going to be a true test of Liquid's skill here, trying to close out this series. They do not want to let this 2-0 lead that they have go to a game 5 here. So we're on board with Ace, who has that new sniper rifle. He's getting the calls from his teammates. They know there's just constant action back and forth between these two guys. He gets a stick. Flag is also out, though, and what a throw and just relay here from OpTic Gaming. It's a good decision by Ace going for this flag. Looks like they might be able to sandwich Frosty a little bit. He likes to just get the flag out of the base, but he gets taken out and loses the sniper rifle.
This is crazy back and forth for both teams. Now Seller's gonna have to toss this one bottom middle. He does. Are they gonna double return this? There's gonna be a Spartan charge coming in. There's another player coming in as well. OpTic Gaming gonna tie this series up 2-2. Are you kidding me?
And you can just see how good both of these teams are. Whenever a mistake is made, they're just constantly flying in and punishing the other team so much, and OpTic Gaming really kind of worked out some of the objective inefficiencies that we saw in game number 1 with all of the slays, and then able to come back from a 2-1 deficit here and take game number 4.
Ridiculous. The fact that OpTic Gaming is able to do this. I've never seen a team pull off 2 reverse sweeps. If they're going to be able to do this against Liquid and Envy, it's going to sit in the back of these teams' minds so hard. And the confidence is going to always be there for OpTic no matter what. The resiliency from these guys is absolutely insane. Ridiculous ninja right there onto Sub-Zero. We've seen Frosty give him the business at least 2 or 3 times in this series. But they were down 2-0 overall in the series. They were down 2-1 in this game. Snakebite really clutched it with that sniper rifle, and now we're looking at a game number 5, and I can't remember exactly what the map is, but I think it was Truth. So this is going to be such a fast-paced game, and I don't know. I can't call it right here. I mean, you just look at these 50-43 in the Slayer. Liquid, yeah, they're playing Slayer fairly well. They're playing CTF fairly well too, but OpTic Gaming made some tweaks to their game. They implemented it perfectly, and now they have all the momentum in the world pushing into this Truth.
Yeah, but keep in mind, this OpTic Gaming squad is the one that fell in game number 7 of the extended, or the second series in fall, the fall tournament here at the studios, and it was like a 50-33, you know, very anticlimactic last game.
Wasn't there that fuel rod thing that kind of happened, a little bit of a choke with the fuel
maybe a little bit of a swing there, but still, nonetheless, it was more like Envy without any power weapons on the map, or with lesser power weapons on the map, just was able to out-teamwork them like we saw in game number 2 with Liquid and the number of assists that they actually had.
This game type just doesn't snowball as out of control as it used to, though. So I think that the pros really like the changes that 343 were able to implement here. And I think that we found a place here where, you know, we're going to find out who the better team is going to be. I mean, is it going to be Liquid in this game number 5? Either way, whoever wins this definitely deserves to win no matter what. You can't say that one team necessarily outplayed the other. They've all had their moments here. But I can't wait to see who's going to be the player that drops the big one. Kyle, who do you got in terms of winning this game, and who is the player that's going to go big?
I mean, I got to go with OpTic Gaming. It's hard to count them out. And if I had to pick anybody, it's going to be Frosty. After the series that he's been having, he's just been going out of his mind.
All right, I'm going to go with Liquid then, and I'm going to go with Eco since he picked up the first kill.
Nice. I like that safe bet there.
Well, you two were taking a while, so I figured I'd wait to see what was unfolding a little bit. And that's going to be 2 kills going on over to Eco. 3-1 for Liquid. Can he find some more? Royal 2 with a big beatdown right there. That could have been either a trade or even a kill for Eco to open up that red side of the map. But now Royal 2 going to stay alive and try to bait out a couple more players. Sub-Zero going to get that cleanup eventually. 2 players now, no shields for OpTic Gaming. All 3 actually no shields, as you do see 2-on-2 right now, as 2 players are going to drop for both squads.
Yeah, and you have Frosty top center. His map positioning is just on another level, what he's able to do and how he's able to stay alive. Big battle happened in P2. Frosty takes him no shields, but good teamwork here from Liquid. They will clean up that kill.
Yeah, this is good for Liquid. They're going to need to get on over towards the pink side right there, though. Lethal looking for a triple kill. Can he find it? He does. Maybe an overkill if he wants to across the map. Going to peg Ace a couple of times in the foot, but TJ going big here to start this one. That was a huge swing in the favor of OpTic Gaming, because now you can see Frosty on the flank, a collapse coming in from TJ again, possibly another triple kill from him, but no, shot down 3 players on that car side, just crouching for Liquid.
Yeah, and they were all no shields. 2 ultimately get taken out. 1 guy escapes, but the collapse is coming from all over the place. Liquid just trying to buy time, wait for their teammates to get back here on the map to try and help out and keep some of this aggression here from OpTic down.
Yeah, guys, make sure that you tweet the stream for this game number 5. You know the link that you're already watching it. OpTic Gaming trying to go undefeated in this Summer Pro League. Team Liquid trying to keep that streak alive with their newest edition of Ace. Now Royal 2 and friends getting the lead over here, and some ping control as this camo's coming up. OpTic Gaming starting to have things kind of swing in their favor.
Yeah, we're still here on Royal 2 as he is moving around pink side of the map in that 1v1 with Ace. Decides to just back down. Doesn't manage to stay alive here as Stellar cleans up that kill, but there is going to be a Frosty here charging up to P2. We'll see if Stellar's able to come ahead of here, and sure enough, he does. 15-16, already extremely close here as we reach a quarter of the way into this game, and there's a lot of action happening on P side of the map.
This is looking like a potential 50-49 game 5. I want to see a standoff here in truth. Great shots there from Stellar onto Royal 2. And if it is 49-49, maybe we're going to see that answer to Pink's question.
That would be something to have happen here. You can't even make that up, Tom. 18-17, still just back and forth action. Ace with the camo bottom center. He's getting spotted out.
No.
Nowhere to go there as the OpTic Eagle Eyes are in full effect.
That is so unfortunate for Ace, and that's a big kill from OpTic Gaming. Ace need to get up top with that ASAP. Interesting challenge there coming in from Snakebite. Thought he was going to try to stay up top. Now it's 3 dead from OpTic Gaming. Last guy alive, Royal 2, and ping control going on over to Ace and Liquid.
And sure enough, 20-20, Tom. This is just getting pretty intense now. My blood pressure is starting to rise.
Are you starting to sing a song? Isn't that the beginning of some song or something like that?
If it is, I haven't heard it, Tom, so you'll have to sing it for me.
Well, I can't believe that Liquid was able to bring this back now and take just a little bit of a lead, even though it's 1 kill. OpTic Gaming seems to have a majority of control, but they just keep fighting back from the Liquid side. So much battle inside both of these teams. Still just a 1 kill lead here. Sub-Zero waiting for players from OpTic Gaming to push in, but you can see on his radar he has 2 friendlies on his side, 1 behind and 1 to his right. Now he's going to get a little bit of aggressive and push with a little bait and switch on over towards the slide, trying to find Royal 2. Royal 2 going to throw a nasty grenade that backs Sub-Zero off, and then you're going to have a couple players from the pink side from OpTic Gaming going big. That's going to be a nice grenade from Eco onto Lethal, but now he's stuck out fighting 2 players on the OpTic Gaming side. Another perfect kill coming in from Eco. Those trades are so big in those instances where you shouldn't even be picking up a kill. However, OpTic Gaming still, they are not going away and constantly fighting back.
And that was Snakebite with a triple kill right there to stay in that and give them that lead here as Royal 2's now on a flank. The callouts are coming in. What a great stick.
Wow.
And
All
that's
4 dead.
4v2 trade at this point in the game with camo coming up. This is a scary moment, Tom.
Yeah, this is OpTic Gaming's game to win right now. All they have to do is pressure these guys from the car side, especially with this camouflage. That'd be huge. It looks like Frosty, the way that he's moving around the map, is the guy with the camo, unless it's the flanker on top of the base. Frosty going to take down Ace. You do have the flank coming in from Snakebite. Eco going to drop Frosty. However, you do have Snakebite still coming around. So that's not the trade that OpTic was looking for, even though they did get a 3 or 4 for 2 overall. So those last 2 kills paying some big dividends. Now it's up to Ace to win this 1v1, but he does have some help coming in. Royal 2 is going to drop another player pushing in from the face, so great job immediately pushing up towards top center in P2 from Team Liquid.
Yeah, well, this is going to be big if they can get some of these kills from the guys hiding up top. They have 2 more. They're going to know they're all spawning over at car. That's 3 player outlines that you're looking at right now as you see in the kill feeds there. Looks like they're starting to grab a few kills. Royal 2 answers back with a perfect of his own. 35-38, and a collapse on blue is coming.
Yeah, this is important to get both of these kills without giving up any deaths, and they do. Stellar with the shots coming in. Now Lethal is inside P2. Ace had to overextend just a little bit, so map getting reset. OpTic gonna gain control just for a moment here as they need to get someone inside the window shooting these players that are coming out towards bottom center, but they're distracted already by the guys on the car side. Eco gonna find Frosty. We're all tied up at 38, and now they're pinching on these guys towards P1. Great position to be in right now if you're Team Liquid.
39-39, and Stellar just came off of a big win P1 here. We'll see how this one plays out. Ace in a battle. There's 2 players, lots of grenades coming. Will he be able to stay alive? And no, he will not be able to. Back up to a 2-kill lead here for OpTic as we're in the final 10 kills.
They make that 3 kills there. Big push right at the end coming in from OpTic. They also have this player Stellar caught out on top of the base. Shots coming in from behind, but the beatdown clears them out fairly quick. Now camo is going to drop. You did see, I think Team Liquid was the team to grab that one last time. They do have P2 control, but now Lethal slowly making his way up there. He's going to see the shots coming across the map from Ace. Both players taking each other, no shields. Eco going to find one onto Frosty. Team Liquid slowly but surely pushing over down towards P1, and now the fact that Ace drops means that Stellar's by himself. Eco caught out towards bottom center. That's not a position to be in either, so he's going to eventually drop 2, and that's going to be 3 more kills for OpTic Gaming. Oh, Eco stays alive somehow towards bottom center. Royal 2 finds Sub-Zero, but yeah, Eco gonna drop eventually, and that is not a good spot to be in right now for Liquid.
No, he gets trapped over there, bottom mid, escapes in front of a base. He's been alive for so long, but sure enough, you're not gonna escape the OpTic death trap. 48-42, what was once 42-40. And sure enough, it looks like Team Liquid just running out of gas at the very end. They need a couple big plays to get back into this.
Oh.
That's a good start. 2 dead. Need to make sure you stay alive. You cannot give up any deaths now as Stellar's already fighting players over in Bubble.
Wow, and then look at this collapse coming in. Are you kidding me? 47-48. Liquid somehow bringing it back. 3 dead. Lethal, the last guy alive. Insane turn of events here in game number 5. Can OpTic Gaming stay undefeated? Sub-Zero making his way over towards pink side. 3 players from OpTic Gaming. All 4 players for OpTic Gaming trapped inside red base. Grenades coming in. 3 players pushing out towards the pink side. If Sub-Zero calls that out, they're going to have a perfect position to go and charge this for Team Liquid. Sub-Zero's going to need a little bit more help, though, because if he drops, it's only 1 more kill. Snakebite flying in. Nobody's shooting him quite yet. Desperately pushing out and flying in. Now Liquid only needs 1 more kill.
And they have a player in P2, Sub-Zero. They get the call out. He's just trying to run away. The collapse is coming. No shields below the base. Liquid does it and gives OpTic Gaming their first loss of the season. And they may very well have a chance to overtake some of the seeding here, something nobody was expecting to have happen today.
Wow, wow, wow. Ridiculous amount of assists coming out from these guys overall. What a game. 17 assists from Ace, 13 from Eco, 11 from Stellar, 7 from Sub-Zero, dropping that 17, 7, and 12. What a series, Kyle.
What was it, 48-42?
We're about to find out.
And Liquid got 8 unanswered kills to end the game against OpTic nonetheless. That is just absurd. Just keep in mind that Eco play bottom center. If he had died instantly and not bought his team like 30 seconds of delay here and, you know, keeping OpTic preoccupied with him, this could have been completely different. Even this charge here, pink side of the base, what amazing plays here from Liquid.
Man, I'm watching the chat right now, and everyone, it's 48-42. They're all just spamming GG, GG, GG. No, guys.
Oh, you're in for a wake-up call if you're watching this one.
We're from the future, and you guys are wrong.
That was wild, absolutely wild. And that was the first game of the day. What is this?
That is insane. I can't believe that Team Liquid pulled that one off. I mean, when we saw Eco caught out bottom center, he did stay alive for quite some time. I'm not sure if just that little play ended up buying some time for the rest of Liquid to make some